Good evening. This is a special report on the Midwest land bomb occurring across the United States today. The biggest effect is across the Midwest, is where the low pressure system is centered, moving into the Northeast at this time. The cold front has brought numerous tornadoes and severe weather outbreaks across the Southeast today and this evening. Right now it is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Today is October 26th, 2010, on Tuesday, and I would like to give everyone an update on this system. It is a record-breaking system, as it is a very wound-up storm, actually, as it sweeps across the United States. The pressure has dropped to, the lowest it got to was 957 millibars. That is an unconfirmed pressure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be, and that will break a record. Over a storm that did approximately the same thing back in the 1970s. I think it was 1978, and I think the highest pressure that was around 260, but that was or 258 or something like that. That was a very nasty storm, and this one is occurring as well, just like that. 957 millibars. As you know, if you've watched our tropical updates or followed hurricanes, period, that is the pressure of a lot of hurricanes. A lot of not so weak hurricanes either. Those are some very strong hurricanes. Sustained winds around the center of this system are around 35, 40 miles an hour, which is very strong, by the way. That's tropical depression, tropical storm force winds right there. And that is some record-breaking pressure up in the northern part of the United States and the Midwest moving into the Northeast. There were numerous storm reports today, a total of about 271 reports today. 20 of those reports were tornadoes. There were 1 in Tennessee, 2 of them were in Illinois, 4 were in Ohio, 2 were in Wisconsin, 8 in Indiana, and 3 in Kentucky. There were also 248 of those reports of the high wind. Those high winds were damage reports. A lot of trees down, power outages, a lot of damages to buildings. Quite a bit of action, as I would say today. There were only 3 hail reports, though. Probably a lot more hail reports, but those 3 hail reports are of 2 inches of hail in diameter or higher. And those were in Georgia, Kentucky, and Alabama. Alabama had a severe tornado outbreak today. Those I have not had reported, confirmed reports yet. Those could become an issue. Of the 20 reported so far, there are only 2 injuries in those storms, and those were those were with 1 tornado. Along with the 20 tornadoes reported, there were tons of tornado warnings and numerous reports of funnel clouds. Actually, I was at school today eating lunch, looked out the window, and there was a funnel cloud right over my school, as a matter of fact. That was a sight for sore eyes. Not the first funnel cloud I've seen. But moving on, I'm going to show you a map of this land bomb occurring. Here's a map of the winds. As you look into this storm right here, you can see a winding pattern right here. You can just look at that and think, that looks like the pattern of a hurricane. A very wound-up storm. As you can see, there's wind gusts here of 58 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour, 54 miles per hour. These are the latest wind gusts that have come in. 51, 52. These are very high winds. Yeah, it's amazing. In this place, these places right here, 58, this is in this blizzard areas. I'm going to be talking about the blizzard here in a second, but that is astonishing. 58 mile per hour wind gusts, and that's not even just gusts. Sustained winds in this area are 35 miles per hour, 40, 25 miles an hour. That's amazing. Let's go back real quick and take a look at. Nope, we don't have that feature. Sorry. I was going to show you what some wind gusts do to certain areas. But here's your line. Here's your 32-degree line. This is what shows where the rain's at and where the snow is at. These are the blizzard-like conditions in this area. This is of wet snow. all wet snow here. I'll show you a map of that blizzard in a second. You can see this right here shows how strong of a low pressure system this is. And then right behind this is just another one, but that's not as strong of a low pressure system. It's bringing a cold front. This cold front right here cooled the temperatures down a lot, as a matter of fact. The day started out in the 70s in our area in Tennessee, and it's down to low 50s right now. The storms moved through our area, brought a number of tornado reports. Only one was in Tennessee today. There were a lot of tornado reports across the rest of the United States. This has cooled the temperatures down. This one will move on through, and it will cool the temperatures down even more. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map of the blizzard. In this area I have shaded in light blue, they will receive 1 to 2 inches of snow. This is the blizzard in North Dakota. This is North Dakota. From the areas around Dickinson, Carson, Fort Yates, all these areas are going to receive 1 to 2 inches. Isolated places could receive more. In the dark blue, we have 2 to 4 inches. Isolated places could receive more there. That's from Oaks to Ashley to Napoleon, Bismarck, those areas there. 3 to 6 inches in the pink areas. That is Washburn, Tioga, Crosby, Willington, Summertown, Fargo, all those places. And in the red, we have we could have 6 inches plus of snow. Locally 9 inches, 10 inches in these places. Places in the southwest of the states will see a dusting of to 2 inches of wet snow. Towards the center of the state, the chances increase to 2 to 6 inches and 6 inches to 10 inches locally. To the northeast and east of the state, blizzard conditions are possible throughout the state. Winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour are currently occurring. That is sustained winds. Those blizzard conditions in this area, a lot of blowing snow will occur. They are under blizzard warnings all throughout North Dakota and parts of Minnesota and South Dakota. This storm is centered over Minnesota at the moment, and that is where this storm, when this storm goes down in the record books, and it will do so, they will count it as the Minnesota storm. Go over and take a look at the radar here. And as you can see the snow in this area, as well as the rain and the line of rains along this cold front over here. If I zoom in here, I've turned on a feature so you can look at the tornado watches in light red, and tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings as well. This picture was a lot more fired up earlier in the day. When you looked at this area of tornado watch, there was a point where there were 16 tornado warnings in this general area in southeastern Tennessee, northern Alabama and Georgia, and over into South Carolina, North Carolina. I only see one visible tornado warning right now, and a severe thunderstorm warning under that, and another one over here. These storms are still very strong, folks. You need to keep an eye out for that. Let's go up to the north, and we will take a look at the snow and other rain occurring. Here we are in North Dakota. You can see Bismarck. This line right here is a 32-degree line. This line shows the mixed precipitation, and it crosses over into snow. These places along this line will receive a lot of snow, as this is going to be some heavy, wet snow falling here. Other places will receive a lot of rain. These places where this rain is at, it will eventually change over to snow, and you will get a lot of it, folks. Along the Great Lakes, you will see a lot more snow. But that's about it talking about this storm. Let's go back, and I'll show you the main screen. That is a very potent satellite image, actually. You can see just how wound up this storm is. It looks just like a storm would look over the Atlantic Ocean or Pacific Ocean. This was a view of earlier in the day. A good view, actually, of this storm system. I would not put my guard down places tomorrow in the northeast and along the eastern coast. I would keep my eye out for more severe weather and a lot of snow and a lot of heavy, wind and gusts up to 60 miles an hour or greater. But that is about it. This has been a first-hand weather update. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I please hope everyone has an excellent evening and stays safe.